Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham alongside Jim Hardy. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. 256-234-6221 is our number here. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. If you got any thoughts on any of the things going on in and around Auburn, a lot going on this weekend. Auburn got a big baseball series with the number one team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, out in Austin. That one will begin tonight. 3 games, it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday series this week, of course, because of Easter on Sunday. The Auburn softball team is on the road at number 4 Tennessee. So 2 really fun series. Both of these will be carried on SEC Network. Plus, if you'll go and stream those, I'm sure they'll be a lot very entertaining. Auburn coming off a sweep of LSU in baseball, and Auburn softball team coming off two successful series for the first time this year. After starting 0-12, they've won the last 2 series. So that's something certainly to be excited about. We'll talk about those a little bit more in detail. We have, of course, wrapped up spring practice on the football field. What if the season started next week? What would we feel about this Auburn lineup? We'll take a look at that. And Chad Baker-Mazara, CBM, hitting the transfer portal. There's some, interesting avenues to this. It sounded like, this was Bruce Pearl. I mean, obviously Bruce Pearl and this staff wanted him to come back. They, at least from what I'm reading, he had maybe agreed to a deal, if not signed a deal, even before the Final Four, that he was going to be back at Auburn next year. And then some other guys, Auburn is bringing in through the portal, were getting paid X amount, and he felt like maybe he deserved more than what he had originally agreed to. And so, I don't know, what goes, what the specifics are, if they'll ever be publicly available. But at least this is what we're hearing. This is what's being put out there, that he is moving on and seeking maybe more from Auburn than is willing to pay. And this seems to be, with everything that's going on with Tennessee, this seems to be a common theme throughout college athletics altogether.
Yeah, it is. It's sad that college sports has come to this, that it's really, let me go see how much the next guy will pay me. Now, knowing all of what you just said, do you see it as a possibility that Chad could jump out into the portal for, say, a couple weeks and not have the interest he had, and then turn around and come back? Because people have come, not to Auburn, but people have come back to their respective school. The Nico situation is all a big jumbled mess in its own. But for Chad, if, like you said, if somebody of his similar position just came into Auburn and Chad signed a deal before all this started that was $500,000, let's say, and a guy coming in is getting a full $1 million, then Chad's like, hey, where's my $1 million?
Right.
And that's always going to be a problem to deal with. But you signed the contract. Nobody else did. You did.
Yeah, and when does this stuff become binding?
Correct.
Or not binding? I mean,
well, it becomes, to me, it becomes binding when, like Tennessee said, okay, enough's enough.
right? But
Yeah.
I mean, if a guy says yes, I'm coming back, and I've signed this NIL agreement, and then bolts, I mean, is there a penalty?
Oh, well, now that's,
I mean, so
I heard that discussion the other day that I think it should be looked at the same way a coach does. That if you
Sure.
leave, we want our money back.
yeah. But
Buyout.
now, I mean, just because a guy enters the portal doesn't mean that he ends up leaving, like you said. I mean, he could come back, and now, I mean, it depends on how many, is the bridge burned,
Right.
and how you leave, how you exit. So.
And to me, how long is that time between when you want to come back and now? Because Auburn, if I know that Chad's moving on, I'm Auburn and I'm out in the portal looking myself.
Of course, you've
and
got to assume.
And if 3 weeks from now we haven't filled his spot yet, Chad may call him up and say, hey, I want to come back.
Right.
Or if we done got your spot, buddy, you can call us all you want. You just can't come back.
This is, I mean, how many times do we have to say it now? And I don't.
And then the Scott kid, jumping in doing the same thing.
Yeah, this is a guy that was a walk-on that ended up getting a scholarship and was a redshirted this past year. And I think they were counting on him to be maybe a depth piece.
Sure.
But, yeah, Darian, I think is
Darian Scott. Yeah.
Is a forward. Again, didn't play this last year, redshirted, but he also enters the portal as well. So,
but maybe like what you explained, maybe Auburn's piece is the same piece as Tennessee. If Nico, you came to the plate and you got $2 million a year over 4 years for $8 million. You came back to us a week before our playoff game and asked for another $500,000, and we gave it to you. Then once the playoffs was over with, you came back and asked us for another 1.5 because you saw Carson Beck get millions of dollars to go to Miami, and you say you're good as him. Tennessee says enough's enough.
Yeah.
We're not going to just keep opening the wallet.
Well, and it'd be one thing if Auburn had, 5 or 6 guys that were starters last year coming back,
right?
And you were just trying to fill in pieces here and there. You're basically replacing the entire roster.
Sure.
So you got to have there's so much. If you're Bruce Pearl, if you're whoever is trying, I mean, you basically need a CPA to try to figure out how to manage your money.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure he knows in his NIL wallet what he's got, and he's willing to spend. Maybe Chad's going position out there is $500,000, and maybe they gave him the going rate for it, and he was good with it in December, and now he ain't good with it no more.
Well, this is where whether it comes to this point or not, I mean, this is where it's got to end up. I don't know how long it will take to get there, but. You look at the NFL and this goes on, but you're going to be held to the things that you sign.
Sure.
You're going to if it's got to be something. We got to get to a point in college athletics where it's a binding kind of thing. Now you say, well, I mean, head coaches. They'll bail on it, yes, like you said, but they also have to pay a penalty.
Right.
So
that
the real world's got to come into this at some point because it's all fantasy at this point.
Sure. Well, I mean, like some of these coaches have said, they hate to see it happen, but maybe somewhere down the line the federal government's got to step in. You don't want them to step in, but at some point somebody's got to put some guardrails up on this thing because money is just going to keep going up and up, and you can't – we're going to be looking at a super league where you're going to have about 15, 20 teams that can pay the money these players want to play. Nobody else can pay anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, Cal, for instance, I was reading up on them last night. Did you know just in this last portal that we've had, they've lost every single running back that they have on their roster? 5. All gone. All poached off. Their best linebacker, their best wide receiver, their tight end, 5 running backs, and a quarterback. Because, and the Cal coach come out and said it. He said, guys, we do not have, I do some great recruiting. I get these guys in here. They're ready to play. And as soon as I show last year what those players could do, somebody else come in here and wrote them a check. I can't write them.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
I got one better. Auburn lost all their quarterbacks.
Well, yeah, but that's a different animal there. We're actually in a better situation. He's not losing all his running backs and getting better ones.
That's probably
we went from 3 stars to 5 stars, to 5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I get what you're saying. Auburn's the same. Auburn's not as much the same way. We're losing players because they feel like they're not getting playing time. They want to go somewhere else. There's not a lot of people coming to Auburn and buying our running back and our quarterback. We don't see that going on.
It's odd that that same Cal team was the one that came in and beat this Auburn team.
Correct. That is and that shows you that's what like these coaches are talking about now. That's what's helped kill these spring games is people see what you got. And if a kid goes out there in the fall like they did against Auburn and shows out, they go, boy, he can compete in the SEC. We're going to get him. Well, Oklahoma got their number 1 running back.
Right. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, got him. Just wrote him a bigger check. And most people don't know the full story of the Nico thing. I started studying up on that. Did you know his little brother had the opportunity to go to UCLA where they're talking about Nico's about to end up at? The only reason he didn't go to UCLA is because Arkansas wrote him a bigger check, and he's on Arkansas staff now.
On game day.
Yeah.
On signing day.
Yes.
Yeah, just up and left.
Yeah, Arkansas said, we'll give you $500,000 more, and he went. Yeah. So for his daddy to be out there selling people the story of, hey, it's Tennessee's offense, that's the reason we're leaving, you've lost your mind. People aren't going to believe that. It's Tennessee's checkbook didn't go to where you wanted it to go, so you thought you could, manipulate the system.
Yeah, this is why I'm not the biggest NFL fan.
Yeah.
This is why I always appreciated and gravitated more toward college. I got to be honest, Jim. The days are coming where it's I'm just not. I'm getting to a point where I don't care.
Right. Well, you and me are headed down the same road of. I have a love for the game itself. I love how kids get to play together and grow together in a huddle and learn how to be men and work through summer workouts and all that. And kids cared about Auburn. They just, 50 years from now, we got guys that would come back to alumni games and like we did this spring, play football and be excited about it. You got people now that don't care nothing about Auburn. It's about writing a check.
We got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
there's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Are you looking for a great deal on a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC full-size truck? Check out the Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierras side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. Make the savings drive to Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. What do you think about CBM hitting the transfer portal, or what do you think about college athletics in general? 256-234-6221. Are you going to continue to be a fan just like you are now? If you're a season ticket holder, are you going to continue to do those, buy those season tickets? Does it affect your love for college football at all? Just an interesting question. Hugh Freeze talked to Paul Feinbaum. He said Jackson Arnold has an opportunity to be one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Says got the arm talent, he's got the football IQ, he's got the athleticism, can run. Question is he going to be? You know, I said this last year, and Brett and I had this conversation and about show me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
moving to Missouri.
I'm at the point where I think Jackson Arnold he was a 5-star for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I saw at Oklahoma last year, he's going to have to play a lot better than he did there to carry Auburn where I want Auburn to go.
Okay. So to get to the playoffs, we won't even say national champion, just get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's got to step his game way up, is what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Can he do that?
Well, are you
a believer?
I'll give Hugh's staff this much. It's going to be on Jackson because he's surrounded him with so many wide receivers that I could throw to them and they're going to catch some passes.
Right.
Yeah. Then you've went out and bulked up your offensive line on the ends. You've already had a good middle section to it. We know we've got solid backs. So it's going to be on him to make the reads and make the throws. You're going to find out if he's worth the money they paid him because they gave him all the toys to play with.
All right, I think we'll go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hey, guys, how y'all doing today?
Terry, how you doing?
Doing good, Andy, Jim. I come in a little late on the Chad Baker of Missouri. Could you guys kind of bring me up to date on what's going on? Did he demand more money or something?
That appears to be the consensus, that he has decided that his value is more than Auburn is willing to pay him right now. So he is entering his name to see if maybe, I guess, he can get a little bit more money.
Was there any word on where he might go, or did he have pro aspirations or anything like that?
I don't think that. I mean, I think this is all here. I think this is all pretty new, so I'm not sure I think he's testing the water, so to speak, right now.
Yeah, they 24/7 and On3 both don't have him projected nowhere at the moment in time. Most players that are already in there got a general idea where they're going, and he does not have a projection.
Yeah, he's kind of that tweener, a 6'7" guy who can shoot. Now the NVH is loaded with those guys, and there's plenty of guys walking the streets who can do that too. So,
well, and you got to consider too, Terry. You're buying the attitude to go with it. You know, he's had his moments.
Exactly, and you know his attitude alone can be quite a detriment.
Because if you're a head coach like Bruce and you're having to have multiple conversations with him during the year to kind of get his mind right and get him settled, then, you know, maybe we felt like his value was, you know, Andy, I talked about it when the show started, say his value was $500,000, that was attitude included. Now, if you want to ask us for $1 million, then we don't want to deal with your attitude that much.
Right. On to the quarterback from Tennessee, is it says he's going to UCLA? Is that because it seemed like UCLA, he demanded more money, and they were kind of, no way. Is that just the issue that he wanted to go back toward home?
No, that's not an issue that he wanted to go home. That was the issue of the only people that are willing to take a chance on him right now. Because, I mean, wouldn't you think he'd be a cancer to your program if you brought him in and he's already demanding things?
Absolutely. So, I guess UCLA can afford it.
I think UCLA's desperate.
Yes.
Right, and is there word on what Tennessee's going to do without him? They have a quarterback. I assume they have a quarterback. Are they going to go back into the portal and get someone or something?
They're going to have to. I mean, they don't in their roster right now. I mean, their backup guy, you know, he's pretty good, but he's not to that kind of level. So if they want to compete in the SEC, they're going to have to get in the portal.
Well, I agree with you guys. I think it's kind of refreshing that some of these guys are you know, hitting the wall a little bit and you know, not getting their way, and you know, I don't know. I kind of find it refreshing. You know, maybe it'll go back the other way. I don't know that, but we've opened up and Andy, I'm like you. I'm just ready to throw my hands up with it because college, for the most part, has become semi-pro.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything semi about it anymore. It's even worse. That at least in the NFL, you have some sort of collective bargaining and some sort of salary cap. Now it's in college. I mean, I don't even know how you even operate if you're.
Is it going to be up to the United States Senate or Congress to step in or do something? I mean, is that where it comes to? Because I don't have a lot of faith in the politicians.
No. Oh yeah. I would guess that's probably how it has to happen, but I don't trust the politicians at all.
No, because the first thing they're going to ask is what's in it for us.
Right.
So it's out of control, and at this point there's no turning back, but hopefully there will be soon. I don't know. We'll see. Y'all guys have a great day.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Terry. You know.
I was looking at a statistic while I was looking at the college portal. Over 2,700 got in on the first day on the 16th, the first day it opened. Over 2,700.
Wow. And that's just the spring window.
That's the spring window, yes.
You know, that it'll be open until the 25th, and again, that's just when you got to have your name. That doesn't.
That ain't when you got to come out,
leave.
but you just got to have your name in there by the 25th.
So
that's a lot of kids to move around, and then, like you said, it's not counting the ones that were still in there come from the fall transition.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe. Call Sensagreen.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout Central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Thank you to our sponsors as well. But for now, we're going to go back to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline. Welcome in our good buddy, Luke Robinson. Luke, how you doing today?
Doing good, guys. I just wanted to jump in on the Nico and PBM talk because I've been driving a lot here these last few days, and I've gotten my earful of Nico Iamaleava. I know I butcher his name. I do it every time, but I'm sorry. When you got that many vowels in your last name, I'm going to butcher it. But, you know, it's wild to see how the players had all the leverage and the pendulum swung that far one direction. And then because of this one guy overplaying his hand, it may have brought this thing back to the middle a little bit. But what I'm worried about is that instead of this actually being a market correction, instead of this being a lesson to several kids out there, that the lessons they're going to learn is what exactly not to do to make it this bad, and still go for these types of deals, but not necessarily make it so public the way that Nico's family and he did. You know, his dad was one of the reasons this is so bad is Pete Nakos from On 3 came out with a tweet saying, hey, there are ongoing negotiations between Tennessee and Nico right now, and I don't know what's going to happen. And the dad came out and refuted it vehemently, like called Nakos several cuss words, just said this is just totally erroneous and wrong and don't believe anything you hear and yada, yada, yada. And the next thing you know, he's skipping practice. And I hope this is a way for the whole thing to get corrected. But then I started thinking about the Chad Baker-Mazara stuff, which came out today. And, you know, Chad Baker-Mazara, say what you want, he's not the poster boy for sportsmanship. But I would say that it sure seemed to me, and probably to most Auburn people, that, you know, this is one of those guys that loves where he is. He loves Auburn, and, you know, special place, and he wants to be a part of it. And if he's leaving, it's sort of like, it really does begin to take the edge off of all this, right? I mean, when you think about, I think about Mo Diabate in Alabama. I mean, Mo Diabate was my favorite player on that team. And from everything I knew, he just loved being there. Everything was great. But what happened was there was a de facto bidding war. And Alabama just reached the point they wasn't going to pay anymore. And so he goes to another university in the conference. And I think Chad Baker-Mazara, again, part of me says, I guess, go out there and strike while the iron's hot. Try and make as much money as you can. I mean, he is 26 years old. I mean, his playing career isn't going to be a whole lot longer if he were to go pro. So he needs to make what he can, I guess. But part of me is like, is there no loyalty to anybody anymore? I mean, nobody's saying play for free anymore. You weren't playing for free to begin with. You were getting an education that is usually pretty highly valued if you use it correctly. You were getting all your books, you were getting all your meals, you were getting all this stuff. But now you're making a lot of money, and you're getting all that stuff still, and there's no sense of loyalty. Again, I'm not trying to throw him or Diabate or Nico under the bus, but boy, it sure seems like this is really, really starting to affect the way people feel about college sports.
And look, I mean, every time I get to the point where, you know, I was like, okay, I don't want it, you know, but fine, okay, you want to bring NIL in. But now, just when I get used to the fact of saying, okay, I can accept the fact that these guys are making these millions of dollars. Now you get to the point to where they say the greed goes to the next level where you say, well, what I'm getting is not enough, so I want more. And then we're going to get to the point to where it's, well, this is not enough, now I want more. So, where's the level where you get to the point where you say, okay, this is acceptable? That there isn't one. And that's where this is headed, because that's the way that's the way when money gets involved like this, that's the way where it always goes.
And then you ask, okay, well, maybe the government needs to get involved. I mean, first of all, how many times has the government gotten involved in something and it actually gotten better, number one, over the history of government? But number two, the way the government is right now, which is literally, and I am not trying to pick a side, do anything, but think about this. If you just step back and take off your Republican or Democrat glasses and say, okay, the Supreme Court ruled something 9-0, and both sides claim victory because they see things so differently. And so, I mean, again, I've been listening to a lot of talk radio. You listen to one station, you talk about the situation with the guy that's been deported, and it's the worst thing ever. You listen to another station that says, hey, they're not telling you the whole story. He shouldn't have been here in the first place. What I'm saying is there is no middle ground. So how in the world am I supposed to think that government officials are going to get together and say, you know, what's really good for everybody is if we make a deal here with the players where they say you can make money, but there is a cap because it's not right for, you know, a certain player. Let's say there was a Randy Moss to make $20 million when everybody else on that same team is making $25,000. Well, there'll be one politician that'll say, well, see, you're just screwing with Randy Moss is what you're doing. You're screwing him. And again, we won't be able to find common ground on this, and it's beginning to really frighten me. I'm like you, Andy. I was willing to roll with the punches and to sort of see where this thing landed. But now we're getting to a point where, hey, we had somebody, the Eagle staff kid from North Dakota, the basketball player that lit Alabama up for 40 points. He committed to South Carolina like a week ago. He is decommitted from the transfer portal. That's where we are.
It's unbelievable. All right. We got to take a break. Thank you, Luke. We'll see if we can't figure it out a little bit on down the line, I guess.
I'm glad I could brighten your day.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area. Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allagames.com.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz, brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job's too small, commercial or residential. Give them a call today for all your needs. Russell Do-It Center, 9 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. And Sensagreen, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call Sensagreen, 334-487-3555. Also like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some great food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. They got Easter specials going on right now. They've got daily lunch specials each and every day, Monday through Friday. The food is tremendous there. Go and check out their variety of steaks, ribs, whatever. Got all kind of meats and just really, really tremendous food deals, all kind of things. Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. All right, Auburn traveling to Texas. Butch Thompson got his Tigers up to number 6 in the country. They are having a terrific year, coming off the first sweep of LSU since 1988. Been a minute.
That's been.
You were a young man back then.
That's correct.
1988. Were you even born? No, I'm kidding. 1988. It's been a while. So Auburn going to Austin to take on the number 1 team, Texas. How about Texas coming in? You know, they go to the SEC title game in football. They're number 1 in baseball right now. Mm-hmm. They, in softball, they've gotten, I think, to number 1 too.
Oh no,
Texas having a.
Don't discount Auburn now.
Well, I'm just saying.
You got a top 5 basketball team in Auburn.
Texas is coming in and saying, "What? Who cares?
Who cares about the SEC?
Yeah,
no
we'll
big deal.
just come in and run roughshod over it.
Well, I mean, we got them in golf, so we beat them there.
That's
we got them in basketball. So.
True.
Hopefully,
we may get them in baseball
Well,
here,
that would, if
that'd
we
be
could,
nice.
I'm like the old saying, if you can go on the road and get 2 out of 3, you've done something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Auburn is 9-6 in the SEC, and that's with a sweep at the hands of Georgia on the road. And Georgia was a top 5 team, I think, at the time they played them. So, and you know, those games were, I mean, nip and tuck, and it could have gone either way. There were 1-run, difference here or there. So there's a very small margin for error, but this Auburn team is really, really good in close games. They are 9-6. Like I said, they let's see, have won back-to-back 1-run games and is 8-2 in 1-run games on the year. 8-2. So
That's
they're
a big number in
battle-tested.
baseball.
They don't panic. They get a lot of clutch hits. The pitching has been really outstanding. Samuel Dutton, the transfer from LSU, he comes over and has pitched extremely well, 5-2 with a 2.34 ERA. So he's going to get the start today. That'll be at 7 o'clock tonight, actually. 6 o'clock tomorrow, and then 12 on Saturday. But again, this Auburn team, a lot of young guys too, stepping up and playing extremely well.
Well, and that's that midweek game. That's what happened for him. A young guy hit that home run late to take the ball game.
Lucas Steele, right? Yeah. But Bub Terrell, I don't know if it's Terrell or Terrell.
Terrell, I think.
Terrell,
Yeah.
okay. He from Thompson High School. He's has come on, and he's doing. Chase Freilich, another freshman that's doing a lot of catching. He's hitting, the cover off the ball, but Ike Irish is doing his normal. Cooper McMurray's having another really stellar year.
You can just tell with so many young guys in there that Butch knows how to evaluate talent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's no question about that. Cade Fisher going to get the start, the left-hander. He's 1-0 with the 3.91 ERA on Friday. And then the freshman, Andres Alvarez, 1-0 with a 6.43 ERA, but has pitched very well the last 2 outings. I think he last week against LSU, I want to say he threw like 6 scoreless innings on Sunday there. So, and again, the softball team headed to Tennessee. That one at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Game 1, Game 2, 5 o'clock on Friday, and then at 1 o'clock on Saturday. They're looking to, again, win their 3rd straight series after starting the season 0-12, which is quite a remarkable number there. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Are you ready to showcase your skills and compete with the best in Alabama? The 42nd Alabama State Games are coming to Birmingham and Jefferson County from June 13th through the 15th, and it's your chance to be part of something incredible. Athletes from across the state will compete in sports ranging from archery to wrestling. Those participating in the opening ceremony are eligible for academic scholarships ranging from $500 to $5,000. Mark your calendar. Registration opens March 1st. Visit allagames.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment. On this Thursday afternoon, beautiful day outside.
It is wonderful.
Looks like it's going to be nice weather for a couple
If the portal wasn't raining on our parade, we'd be having a nice day.
Yeah, unfortunately, the portal, it always seems to be raining in the portal.
I don't see how it can keep going. And if they do keep it going, we got to have one portal. We can't have multiple portals. I think you got to get in after the season's over in the fall and do that. Get rid of the spring portal. That's what killed your spring games. If people don't believe me, it is.
Yeah.
If you get rid of the spring portal, then you probably have spring games because there's no way for anybody to get out of their deal like we're talking about. If you have a contract, you're not getting out of it. You're going to be on that team whether you play in the fall or not, and then you get to go jump in the portal after a season.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, when it comes down to it, I mean, you know, you want this idea that, you know, you want a guy, you want a player to come to the school that you like, and you want them to love it like you love it. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. I mean, but, I mean, look, the whole idea is always, I never want anybody to be at Auburn that didn't want to be at Auburn.
Sure.
You know, if you want to leave, fine.
Right.
I got no problem with the transfer portal.
Right.
But, it's this idea of, you know, if you're going to baseball solved it very easly when they said and made a rule. And again, I don't know how when nobody has a problem with, if you come to college baseball, they say, well, okay, but you got to play 3 years.
Right.
why has nobody ever said anything like, well, that's not right. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I read it the other day.
Why is it okay in baseball, not in football?
Well, that's the other one. Like they've got it to where you can only transfer. You can transfer within the SEC in basketball, but you can't do it in football. Right. Why is that rule there? Then I read it the other day that UNC and one other school up north somewhere is actually suing. They're in legal things with the NCAA that they want to eliminate eligibility altogether. So you could just play forever.
Well, I mean, hey.
I mean, Auburn has had a team full of 25-year-olds, so why don't we watch a bunch of NBA players play the college national championship, and they'll be 30 years old.
I guess it means you and I still got eligibility.
We got
right?
a chance. You're saying there's a chance.
You're saying there's a chance.
Just like old Mike.
All right, it is April the 17th. On this day in 1860, Jim, Tom Sayers and John Heenan fought for 2 hours and 27 minutes to a draw, bare knuckles boxing.
Right.
And the only reason it stopped was because the police came in and broke it up. This is recognized as the first ever world heavyweight title bout. One was from England, Tom Sayers. One from America, John
I don't know
Heenan.
how you had the physical stamina to do that.
I mean, you got to be some kind of
almost 3 hours.
Good.
Yes.
grief.
They would have had to
Just
be in
beating
premier.
each other to death.
Yes.
I mean,
premier shape.
Yeah, I would think so.
Or either one of them, both of them sucked at actually punching, because if you landed punches for 2 hours, there's not a human body could take that.
Yeah, it would be rough. I mean, I'm assuming they had some sort of rounds
where
they took breaks, but good grief. That was brutal. 1947, on this day, Jackie Robinson got his first Major League hit in Major League Baseball, a bunt single.
That was groundbreaking.
Yeah, no doubt. And on this day in 1951, Mickey Mantle made his Major League Baseball debut, went 1 for 4.
And it's now got some of the most expensive baseball cards in America.
In the way, yeah, no question. The Mick. Happy birthday today, Alexander Cartwright. Born on this day, 1820. He was considered the father of modern baseball. The one that kind of modernized the game. Cap Anson, a Hall of Famer back in the day, 1852. His baseball card's worth quite a bit as well.
Yes.
William Holden, fine actor, The Wild Bunch, as well. Great movie, classic. He was also in what was the one? The Omen Part 2.
Okay.
Jan Hammer. Don't know
Jan.
He wrote and performed the Miami Vice soundtrack.
Okay.
Yeah. Born on this day, 1948. Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Oh, yeah, everybody knows him.
Of course, yeah. Nemesis to Hulk Hogan. Born on this day, 1954. Also star of one of my favorites, They Live. Great John Carpenter movie. Boomer Esiason, born on this day. 1961.
Bengals.
Played at Cincinnati. Played at Maryland. Came and played Auburn in 1983. Great game. Tremendous game. In Jordan-Hare Stadium. Went on to play for the Cincinnati Bengals. Took them to a Super Bowl. Did not win it.
No.
Unfortunately. Marquise Grissom, center fielder for the Braves. When they won the World Series, 1995. Jennifer Garner, lovely.
She's been in a lot of movies.
Alias was the series she was on for a long time. She was also in Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Born on this day, 1972, and married to Ben Affleck, I believe, for a while.
Well, just a short while.
For a
before he moved on to Jennifer.
Short while, yeah. Theo Ratliff, NBA forward, also from Demopolis, Alabama. Theo Ratliff, born on this day, 1973. That'll wrap it up for us on this Thursday. Thank you so much for being with us. Be sure to join us tomorrow, same time, same channel. He's Jim. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.